Ask me one more time. Okay, I'm in there. If I could talk to my 20-year-old self, I would give myself permission to not have it all figured out. And to realize that in some ways, I needed to be faithful and I needed to do what was before me and I needed to be present to that work. And I needed to have dreams and ambitions and think that I was on a path, but in some ways I couldn't imagine the world that was to come and what was beyond the horizon. And so I just needed to sort of rest in the fact that I was answering the call as I saw it. Sometimes as an older person, you can wish you could roll back the tape. And I don't think that that's wise. I think that we should give ourselves permission to say, I was being faithful with what I was given. I don't think students should worry about having it figured out because we don't have it figured out. And it's more about how can I prepare myself with habits, capacities, dispositions that will serve the world well in whatever is coming.
I didn't have quite so much pressure to decide. There was pressure on me. I was being pressured into sciences and things. But once I decided that that's really not for me, I want to ask these big questions, I let so much unfold. And that's really what I would say. You know, the Lord says, like, don't worry about tomorrow. I mean, yes, you have to plan. Yes, you have to, if you're going to graduate school, you have to apply in advance or all these things. But we also have to have a light enough grip on our lives that the Lord can do what he wants to with it, and we have to trust him that he is going to do that. I would say take the freedom to say, I don't know, I'm not exactly sure where this is leading, because there is going to be some kind of exciting, unanticipated thing. You have to leave room and time for the Lord to act.
Be fully present as they are, where they are. Be able to sense the Spirit's work inside of you as well as in the difficulties and challenges, traumas, fragmentations, polarities of the world, to be fully present in the gaps. That takes courage, and that takes a certain kind of communal discipline because it's not something that is very easy to do. Push each other to slow down, to see yourself fully before you think about doing your career. You want to be a human being first rather than a human doing. And the doing part will follow the being part, but the reality is that whatever we're thinking of, whatever we want to be in 5 years, career-wise, that's not going to be there. How do you prepare for this world that is unpredictable and constantly changing? Well, it's to do a deep dive on history and philosophy and the arts and whatever your field may be present in that, to love what you are learning. Go back to the first impetus of that discipline. Like, why is it that engineering exists, or how did philosophy come about? These are things that I think surely you can understand by reading about them, but also they have a way for you to invest time and personal narrative so that you can come up with your own version of the answer to that question.